Hello everybody. I hope everybody is doing great wherever they are. This is a back to school video, so I hope you guys are excited to go back to school. I'm not, and I don't think I'll ever go back to school ever again in my life. But I hope, but I hope those who go to school, hey guys, I get to the motivated, but I hope you are excited and fired up for the year. You know you're gonna pass. And in the spirit of going back to school, I would just like to say, abanye bazopass, abanye bona bazofela, abanye bayothandazela ama-textbook kodwa ibuya ifeyili imakhwengeredi bona bakhale bathi bayaloya. Okay guys, the reason the reason I'm making this video is for not the people who pass. I mean, what do you want us to say to you? You're already passing. It's for people who are not doing well, and I will shy away from using the word fail because no, but actually, because I've been listening to a lot of people, they say failure is good and you learn from your failures. But because it's school and school is a little bit emotional, I will refrain from using the word fail. I will try as hard as I can not to use the word fail, but rather to use words like those that are not doing well in school. You know, this video is for you. And I just want to tell you guys my journey through school. And I hope it motivates you to, I don't know, to kind of change. Because when you're failing, guys, literally, it's just changing whatever it is that you're doing now and doing something different and trial and error until you get something that works, and then you're gonna pass. Like, there's no manna from heaven. Praying for your textbook and hoping that all the words will fly into your brain. Oh, sorry, plant. I don't think that's gonna work, and I'm genuine with you. It's not gonna work, guys. Going out on a Friday and then writing on a Monday and hoping that you're gonna pass is not going to work for you. So we have to be real with each other here, okay? You have to put in the work if you want to pass. I mean, okay, cool. Let's start the video. I'm of the belief that anybody can get to a point whereby they achieve anything they want to achieve. I'm of that belief. And I'm of the belief that everyone is equal in a sense, even though our journeys are different, and even though we get to a desired point in different ways, but at the end of the day, if we all want to achieve one thing, we can all achieve it, maybe using just different routes, shortcut, you know. I grew up in a family of two kids. Two kids being me and my sister. And my sister is different to me, right? My sister is a genius. Like, my sister is a genius, guys. Like, my sister is one of those people who don't need to study, you know. She doesn't need to study, and then she will go and pass. My sister, Nasa did homework. Yo, my sister, yo. My sister. I'll tell you guys my sister's story one day. I'll ask her to tell you guys the story. But my sister, Nasa did homework. She wasn't doing her homeworks, but she would pass. And sometimes she would even get position one. And I'm like, girl, how are you doing that? And I just got to realize that my sister and I don't know if... Okay. I just got to realize that my sister and I are very different. So when my sister goes into a test or into a classroom, like, she can listen and then maybe remember the things and then write them later, but I can't, right? I have a very short memory, and for me to be able to pass, I have to work hard. So I have to study over and over and over again for me to be at the same level as my sister, right? And if you have a sibling like my sister, obviously you want to do well. If your sister get one distinction, you want to get two. If she get two, you want to get three. If she gets three, you want to get, you know, that, like, she has been pushing me all my life to do better because she was a genius here in and she was passing and she was just doing good. I mean, she was very, Like, she was doing very questionable decisions, like not doing her homework. It never made sense to me. But I was different. So for me, I would get home and do my homework. I didn't study every day, and I believe that had I studied every day, maybe I would have been a genius somehow. So primary school, it was very good. I went to 2 primary schools. The first primary school was back at home, and I had friends, right? I had a friend called Balesa, and the other one was Lihlohonono. Balesa was like a kind of chase. And then Tlhoki is the guys, come down, guys, don't do that, And all of us were smart somehow. That's grade 1 to 4, right? Like, we were doing well. And then one day, I don't know what had gotten into us, guys, and this is so wrong, right? And I appreciate that I never actually, maybe it's circumstances. So one day, Balisa Tlhoki and I rivitala banyana babang badlala ligush. Was it ligush? Yes, it really ligush. And we were like, I get to work as whore, but they recobone. But Karabat feel. And it was me and Palisa, certainly. It was me and Palisa. He was probably like, guys, please, man, like, don't do those things. But Nalpasa, we were like, ribatla feel, like ribatla dlala, mara feel fan. And then and then I don't know, I feel like we were bullies on that day, because on a normal day, we would never bully anyone. I genuinely don't think we were bullies. I think Palisa and I were just experimenting with something. I don't know what we were doing, but that day we were actually bullies. And we bullied these girls, and then guys, but okay, guys, kopali feeling. I think Pastor and I took scissors, into pieces. Like, why? Like, why would anyone do that to other kids? And then now what? But I don't know. Hi, okay, sharpo, and then they punished us, obviously. Clean all the. If I remember well, our classrooms had basins, gamohar, I think. So we had to. I don't know if it's a dream or what, but if I remember well, there was something inside, and then we also had to clean toilets and whatever. But we asked for help from other people. We were really cool people, People actually liked us a lot, so we'd ask for help, and we never did that again. And that was the first lesson that, in school. It was nice then because I had company and I had friends to do things with, and I was able to do all these crazy things because I had backup, but I'm glad that I never became a bully. Like, it was just a day, never after we were punished, like, we never did it again. Cool. And then that year was my last year at that school, so I had to move on to another school. No, actually, it wasn't my last year, because the kid, I think it was grade 3, and then one of the kids we were bullying went to another school, right, the next year. I don't know if she went there because we bullied her or what. I hope not, and I actually never had a conversation with her, but I hope she didn't leave. I hope that they just moved like us. So my mom, my sister, and I moved to another place. When we got to the other place, I went to the school and got grade 5. So I only had grade 5 and grade 6 in the new school. And when I got there, I found the kid that we bullied, and life switched. Now she had friends, now she had backup, and here I am. I have no friends, I don't know anybody. I'm just in a foreign world, and these people don't know. I don't know if she remember, but I remember that we bullied her one day, and I felt bad about it. But now she's the one who has, this girl. But she never did anything to me, and that's one of the most profound things, because she never came back to avenge herself. She never came back for any revenge. That's what I'm trying to say. She never came back. And I got to that school and I was very quiet, because I'm not a quiet person, but I was very quiet because I didn't know a lot of people. Actually, I didn't know anybody. It was just a new world, and I didn't know anybody. And the first term, I didn't do quite well. So I got level 4, and I got to this new school. So weird. And I wanted 3 in my report, and I'm like, 3 in my report? That's so foreign. I'm like, no, guys. And then from that time, I started to change. I was like, okay, yes, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I don't know if this kid still remembers me or not, but she was my main concern in that school, and I was hoping that she didn't go around saying, oh, okay, bully. And I was always scared that, yo, somebody's gonna come for me, guys, and say, yeah, when you remember, because I've never fought in my life. And I was like, yo, if this girl tells these people that I don't know, with my friends back home, then it's gonna be a problem, right? So from then, I learned a very big lesson. That's the first lesson that I learned, that don't do, like, always do the right thing. Always do the right thing, because you don't know how long it will take till something comes back to bite you, right? And from that time, I decided, nah, I'm gonna have a clean image. Not bullying. I mean, also the circumstances forced me. It's not. If I knew people, or if so you'd probably give it a ravazize. But from that time, I learned that treat people with respect. Don't bully other kids, because at some point in your life, you're probably gonna need them. And imagine if Nekifiki look at that new school and she became my friend. She actually didn't. I don't remember us being friends. We were cool, but we were not friends. But she would have been the first person I became friends with. I would have made friends quicker than that, and it took me long, and that taught me to respect people, to be humble all the time, and to not bully, because bullying is wrong. Even though I did it once and I never did it again, but it didn't sit well with me for like maybe the first few months of that school. So okay, cool. First term, get a 3 in my report. I never. I'm not Mishem. And then like I'm a very likable student. I come to school very clean. I bring covered books. I have a pencil case. I have a very neat handwriting. And I take care of my schoolwork. So teachers are more likely to like me. That's the only thing that was good at that time. Okay, sharp guys, get at the school. Second term, I think that can 3 second term we were like, no, I need 3. I'm like, girl, I see a move, because guys, I am like, I love doing good in everything that I do. I enjoy doing good, I love doing good. And I 8301, yes, siabuye. I'm like, siabuye. And then time went by, and then I started passing the way I would want to pass. And then in grade 6, because grade 5 was a little bit rocky, it took long for me to make friends, because I'm very awkward. I'm a very awkward person. Yes, I'm talkative and stuff, but I'm talkative with the people that I know. So if I don't know people, it takes a long time. Like, I don't remember my genuine friend from that school. I genuinely don't remember, because people had already made friends. So this one was friends with this one. But in grade 6, I don't know if it was grade 6 or 5, something big happened, right? There was a thing by the pen friend. So we had to like write letters to, I think, varsity students in Switzerland. And funny enough, I was chosen, and I was shocked, right? I was shocked to be chosen as one of the people who's gonna have a pen friend, because I was like, I'm new in this school. It still felt new even in that year. I'm new in this school, and I mean, there are cooler kids, and probably who are more genius than me, probably. And also there are other kids who have been there for the longest time. But I was one of the chosen people, and I felt like, oh, Jesus. Like, guys, one thing that I believe in is, I don't care who you are, I don't care how smart you are, but if there's a table and I want to be at that table, my chair has been placed for me there, and nobody's gonna take it from me. If I want to be in that table, best believe I will find myself in that table. However, like, guys, but I think pen friend, blah blah blah, and obviously we wanna know and I was one of the people. Let me show you guys. So this is a picture that I took with my pen friend Austin. Austin was the good looking one, man. When I looked at other people's pen friends, I was like, oh, mine is cute, He was so good looking, like he had really thick eyebrows. But at the time, I was like, oh, this old man, because I was very young, guys, you can see. But I could see that he was one of the good looking ones. He was very nice. I forgot his surname. Okay, seconds for airplane. Sorry guys, I'm a filmmaker. So okay, cool. Austin was, oh, Austin was so good looking. He was tall, he was white, and he had beads, African beads. I think he was trying to be like, I'm in Africa kind of thing. And he wore, I don't know clubs, but I feel like there's a soccer or something, Okay, there's this saying, right, that a lot of motivational speakers say it. I just forgot it, but I'm paraphrasing. Respect people on your way up because you might need them on your way down. That's the first lesson that I learned with the bullying thing, that I didn't need to do what I did. And had I not done that, I would actually have a friend right now, because actually we are back from home together. But because there was that thing, then I didn't have a friend for like the longest time. That was the first lesson. And the second lesson was, if you want to be at any table, you have to believe that your seat is there waiting for you. At any table. And no one is better than you. It doesn't matter you are new. It doesn't matter you are old. Like, if you want something, you are definitely going to get it. And that's those are the most important two lessons that I learned in high school. And that you just have to work hard. That one, work hard until. And then I went on to go to middle school. When I got to middle school, I went to this middle school whereby there were a lot of cool kids, right? Camps every weekend, boys, girls, who busy, like who really busy. And I only did grade 7 there, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to be associated with this kind of lifestyle, and I don't think I want to be in a school like this. And one thing that my mother gave me, or us, was a choice. My mom taught me, you make a choice of the kind of life that you want to live. I'm not going to tell you not to go out at night. I'm not going to tell you not to go out with cabs. I'm not going to tell you to use your money and squander it in alcohol and stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you that. You decide how you want the outcome of your life to look like. And I knew when I was there, I felt out of space. I felt out of place, because I was like, I don't belong here. I don't belong with these people. Like, I genuinely did not. I'm not judging anybody, but that was just me. Like I said, remember I said, from here on, I just wanted a clean image. Mina, I don't want to bully other kids. I don't want to be a problem. So I was like, I know for a fact that I do not belong here. And then I moved on to the next. So I only did grade 7. I did well. Like, I passed, guys. Like, I will pass all the time. That's true. I'll pass everything. So I went on to grade 8 at another school. There's a story, I'm probably going to tell it at some point, that happened in that school that made me realize that I actually don't like girls that much, because girls can be really mean. Like, girls can be really mean. Really, really mean. And I know that because I did it to another girl, and I felt it when I was there. Same thing. What you do unto others, be okay when it is done unto you. That was the other lesson. But these ones were... this story, actually, let's leave that story. So grade 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I was in the same school, right? And in this school, I was doing well, right? I was doing well when there were probably a trip that was planned, right? I'm part of the team. Like, nah, guys, like I'm saying, there were geniuses. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't a genius. Remember I told you there's my sister and there's me. There were geniuses, right? And there were me, and there were people. This guy, oh, I loved this guy. I forgot his name. That guy, I don't know what he knows. And I wish, like, right now that I'm in the film and television industry, I wish I remembered that guy's name, because I would literally make sure that guy either acts, or like, I would make sure, guys, the way that guy was talented. And that's one of the things, like, as I grew older, I realized that he didn't belong in that school doing math and science and accounting and whatever. He genuinely needed to go to an art school, because he was so entertaining. Like, I wish today he's like a comedian. Like, guys, he was so flippin' entertaining, that guy. And he's just one of those guys who no girls is attracted to him, but he's just so entertaining. And I think when you get older, girls like funny people, and he was probably going to be attractive now, but he was so funny. And I hope, like, he found himself here. I hope, because what schools do to kids is they don't nurture our talent. Especially, I went to a technical school, guys. Right now I'm a filmmaker. Like, what the hell? Why was I doing maths and science? But also I was good at maths and science, and I was doing electrical. So I was good at that as well. I was not good at that. I studied to be good at it. I'm different to geniuses, right? For me to be at a table with geniuses, I have to work hard, and I always find myself there, guys. Another, I believe that there's, like I said, I believe that there's nobody in this world. Like, if I wanted to create, I don't know, getting, if I wanted to create I believe that if I put my mind into it, like, I'll be able to do that thing. Like, I was raised to be a confident person, and I was raised to believe in myself, and I do. Like, Gabon, man, I can touch something. And I've always been that person, you know? And I've always believed that I belong everywhere I want to be. Like, there's no one I'm better than Nna because they come from a wealthy family. I'll tell you my life story one day. Because they come from a wealthy family, or they come from big houses, or they come from, like, no one. If I want to find myself there, I will be there. And no background, no parent, no family, whatever, is going to derail me from getting that. But I can give kudos to my mom. She created that person in me because she believed, like, up until today, like, sometimes I would sit and be like, yo, mama, like, my shop, and she'd be like, Zay, no, like, you're so smart, you can do this and this and this and that. And then I wake up, and when I do those things, they actually come to fruition. So I know, guys, I went to that school, and in that school, if there were 5 kids chosen for, let's say, School of Excellence or CLEEP, or like this, you know, those Saturday schools where kids are chosen, I am there. And like I'm saying, I would get into a class and find other geniuses, and yes, I would be like, yo, genius, like, they are just like, nah, I know that I have to study, and I work hard. And I realized that about myself, and I didn't compare myself to anybody. I was just on my lane. But there's this one particular guy in matric. This guy was not passing, guys. Okay, not pass, but he was just an average guy, you know. And in matric, all of a sudden, this guy was a genius, and we were all like, Shem, oh, serious. There's no way, we know you. Like, you're not a threat. Like, we know you. But this guy, I remember having a conversation with him, and I was like, dude, how did you do that? Like, how did you just switch up and all of a sudden become a person who passes like so? And then he was like, no, I just decided to change. You know, I just decided to. Because he knew that he wasn't dumb. Like, he knew that he was playing a lot. I think so. But he was so smart. And I was like, this guy is so smart. Why did he not become this? Kali. But I never got to understand that. I still don't understand it, but I mean, I respect him for changing that. Okay, cool. I've told you guys as many stories as I can, and I'm gonna try and tie them up now. If you want to pass in school, right? If you want to pass in school, you have to firstly, if you're failing already, change whatever it is that you're doing. How you carry yourself matters. What the decisions that you take, they matter. You have to decide, what kind of a person do I want to be in the future? Do I want to be in the good books? Do I want to be a good person? Do I want to be a good student, or do I want to be a naughty student? Do I care about my guys? Some of you genuinely don't need to be in school. You're probably the next person who's going to invent a new plant that's going to make you millions. Okay, you don't need to be there. Some of you, you just have to realize your gift. What is it that you're gifted at? And I think we should shy away from the narrative that all of us have to go study, because that's not true. Like, I did math, science, and electrical, and I thought I was going to be an electrical engineer. And then I applied at Cape Peninsula. They took me, and I went on a set of Zabalaza one day, and I came back and I was like, oh damn, I don't think I want to do electrical anymore. I took a gap year that year, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna apply to do film, right? Because I was like, And I'm glad that my mom allowed me to do that, because I think I would be so miserable waking up every day and being an electrical engineer. The circumstances, I'm from Rustenburg. We dream of going to the mines, a lot of us. I mean, things are changing now, people are getting information, but back then we dream of being an engineer at a mine. You know, that's what we're surrounded with. So if you go into a school like that, like if you say engineer, we respect you, you know, that type of thing. And I'm glad that I went on that set, and it changed my life. Like, I am here, I am where I am today because I visited a friend, and she was going to be an extra on Zavalaza, and I got to set, and I was like, oh wow, these people have a cool job. And I was like, Mom, I'm not going to Cape Peninsula anymore. I am taking a gap year, and I'm gonna go study the next year. I mean, also, so I was ahead of my peers. A lot of kids finish school at 18. I finished at 17, so I didn't feel like I was left behind. I was like, okay, I still have a year, you know. I'm sure I would have went to Cape Peninsula if I was 18, because I would feel like you're negative. So I knew that when I get to varsity, like, I'd find my peers more likely. So I was okay with that. But what I'm trying to say is, if you want to do well in school, firstly, you have to believe that you can do it. It doesn't matter what anybody says to you. Like, it didn't matter what my mom said. If I did not believe it, and you have to put in the work, right? Change whatever it is that you're doing. It's not working out. Like, it's not working out. Like, change what it is that you're doing. Do something different. Also, don't be shy to ask questions. You don't understand something? Ask questions, guys. You don't agree with the teacher? Tell the teacher that you don't. I've always been that person. And I don't care, you are a CEO of whatever. If I don't understand you, and if I don't agree with you, we're gonna sit there until I understand where you're coming from, or you understand where I'm coming from, or I understand the whole concept, but I'm not going to do something I don't understand. And that's one thing that I learned in school, that sometimes we generally just had to write exams and tests, not understanding something. That's not fair. But in life, I go by ask questions. Asking a question does not mean you're stupid. No matter how stupid you think that question is, you don't understand it, and it's okay if you don't understand it. If other people understand it, good for them, but you don't. Ask questions and put in the work. Hard work pays off. I'm saying that very in a light way, because I don't believe in hard work and hard labor, but yeah, I guess put in the work. Like, I don't know how to put this, because in my mind it makes a lot of sense, but I don't know how to put it. Put in the work. Work as hard as you can. And also, our journeys are different, guys. There are people who are going to succeed before we like like and I'm just like, am I late? Like, what's happening? Because I still feel like, no, man, I'm still young for that. And that goes to show that our journeys are different. Like, they are genuinely different, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being on my lane and doing the things that I like. So if you want to pass, literally, there is no, guys, lile lefoko bo lefoko bo. Guys, o itse lefoko le ke le batlang keng? A se trick. Ke lefoko la shortcut, mara okay, it's fine. Mara ga se shortcut, lefoko la gan. Lefoko le gano bo. Okay, whatever. A gona shortcut. You have to study. Go rapella Bible. What? Go rapella textbook. You get to be if you don't know the content of the textbook, then you're wasting your time. It's not gonna work. Skanjan is habereka. Skanjan, guys, if you are good on Skanjan, use Skanjan. Guys, use whatever it is that you gotta do to pass. Use Skanjan. Write on a ruler, write on a piece of paper. Do things that are going to make things happen, guys. Just help yourself, okay? Help yourself if you want to pass. but like there's no shortcut. You have to do something. Let's kanjani, guys. Like let's catch about this kanjani. I've actually never used this kanjani because but by this kanjani, this guy judge. Because that person would quality formula, quality answer, quality, that took a lot of time and that took a lot of thinking. So don't judge those people. Also, we gotta do what we gotta do to succeed in this life. Okay? So if you are good at that, guys, do that. Do groups. I remember in varsity, like girls used to come over to my place and would stay up all night and study. Like, do those kind of things. I'm gonna tell you guys my varsity story. I mean, for varsity students, there's not much you can tell them. Varsity students, guys, they are just there for the vibes. Most of them are just there for the vibes and are just there for the good time. And it's like freedom at last, you know. There's not much you can do for them. But for you, grade 1 to 12, I don't know grade 1 if they need advice. I feel like so there is no miracle. If you don't know the contents and if you're not going to help yourself by skanjani or ukopisane le chomi yago le tusane, guys, ukopisane le chomi yago is a good thing. La tusana chomi mbontsafana guys, please stop acting. You must do anything in your power to pass. I'm not judging nobody. I would never judge because I've helped. Like never chomi saka salra tusana on the test. I mean, gatsaba konziving, but testing we would help each other. And I'm proud because that got me where I am. And it's not cheating, guys. It's not cheating. Everybody gotta do what they gotta do to succeed in life. I mean, Oscar as long as you're not hurting anybody and as long as you're not backstabbing people, I do you shame. Do you? And I respect you because I would sit in an exam. I wish I was you. I wish I was as brave as you are. Those people make me proud. They make me really proud. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope all the lessons that I learned throughout school, you get to learn them. They worked for me and they made me the person that I am. And I still use them up until today. Like I still respect people. I still believe that anything that I want to do, I will achieve it as long as I want to do it. I still believe that there's a seat at any table that I want to sit at. I still believe that I'm capable of doing anything that I put my mind into. And I still believe that I'm different from other people. Yes, other people can get quicker where they are going. And I will take probably 2 years if it takes them a year. And I have to work harder than other people. And I have to accept that about myself because I'm not a genius. Yes, I'm smart. Yes, I'm intelligent. Yes, my mind works. Yes, my brain works. But I'm not a genius where I just sit in class and then I listen and I'm like, oh, okay, that's all in. And then you're like, okay, cool, whatever. I am not that. I have to sit down and I have to study. So you have to realize your strengths and you have to realize your weaknesses. You have to realize what you're good at, what you're not good at. But also, lucky for you guys, you have to realize what you actually love. Like, don't allow. Also, that's a very, no, I'm not gonna say that because I'm not gonna say that. But try and convince your parents to let you do the things that you love. Like I said about that guy, if he wasn't at art school, guys, like Mushimano was so talented. Like he was so funny and he was so creative. He would create things out of nowhere. And had he gone to a creative school, I believe that some way, you know, because he wasn't interested. Like for him to stand kopila chalkboard as a kopila whiteboard as a quali and make us laugh, that meant something. And I hope parents also allow kids to do the things that they actually love, not the dreams that they had born about accountant. Now they want you to be an accountant or they want you to be a filmmaker because they are filmmakers. That does not work. That's not gonna work, and it makes people miserable, guys. Careers are important because we spend our lives building this thing. Like the thing that we are building every day is a career. Every day of our lives, from skolong until now, whether you're a motivational speaker, whether you are a teacher, like that's what we're building every day. And can you please build something that's gonna, like, you wake up every day and you're like happy to do it, and don't allow people, like, don't allow, just do things that you like doing. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon. Yeah, man.